Viewer discretion advised. This video contains content related to mental health that may be distressing to some viewers, including discussion of anxiety, depression, and other sensitive topics. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. If you are struggling, please consider reaching out to a mental health professional or support service. Please note, the views expressed by the members of this podcast are not mutually shared. Thank you. Okay. NT Weiss, I just feel like you've prepared a special report on the Mitch Jones mock Ra tournament shit. Because I know that has it has been a ongoing like back and forth thing. Remember me and Darkgale, we even tried to level up for the hardcore competition. If any fans of the podcast know.
Let me start off this. Let me start off this in good faith by saying, DG, you actually may have won it. Okay, you had a lot better of a chance than what I suggested you did.
Yeah, because 10 people signed up, right?
Well, okay, we're going to get into that. So if...
So it's a 1 in 10 chance, DJ, so instead of like a 1 in 100.
Let me set the scene. So the Makara was first announced by Mitch Jones, okay? It had a $5,000 prize pool, okay? And then he announced it and then just basically dipped, okay? Stopped streaming, didn't promote the tournament at all, postponed it twice, maybe 3 times. He used the DDoS as an excuse at one time. Anyway, he basically
actually asked for that to get delayed because of DDoS.
Yeah. Okay, so from there, it basically wasn't going to happen. And then someone by the name of C-Dank stepped in. I don't know how that came about, but I think C-Dank kind of maybe messaged him and said, hey, let me salvage this thing. I can do it. Okay. And before I get into it any further, I just want to say props to C-Dank for picking it up and trying to make something happen. All props to him. Okay. He was put in a really tough position. But in saying that, it was a complete fucking shit show. And it was fucking, I watched it so you guys don't have to. Okay. So right off the rip, Mitch Jones was actually supposed to cast with C-Dank, but he cancelled last minute.
Wait, so Mitch didn't even show up.
Mitch did not show up. Okay.
God,
so Mitch didn't.
Oh my God.
Mitch didn't rock up. Okay. He threw out a pity tweet and just said, hey, C-Danks, the Makara tournament's happening, and threw out a pity tweet and just like linked to the stream. He then later deleted that tweet. Okay.
Oh.
So now you can know it's not even on his feed anymore. It's gone. Okay. So C-Dank was left
He was even busy doing something. He had the time to go back.
Well, we'll get to that. But so C-Dank was left to do it on his own. Okay. So he was running a one-man show after this.
I feel bad for C-Dank, and that's really sad.
I do as well. But that doesn't mean we can't shit on it. So 11 people signed up initially.
Yeah.
Okay. Only 11 people. Okay. 8 people showed up.
So it was 4 jewels?
One of them
was
C-Dank.
Yep.
Because he had to put himself in there to make up the numbers. Because they were stuck at... So with C-Dank, they were stuck at 7. Okay.
Yeah.
And then they found a random level 28 that was willing to do it. So they threw a level 28 in there. Yeah. Right? Okay. So as I mentioned prior, the prize pool was $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay. It got cut to $1,000. Okay. And that was funded by Mitch Jones's roommate who runs an online casino.
Wait, so Mitch didn't even put the money up himself?
Wait, so I called that Mitch Jones wouldn't be paying anybody, and that ended up being true. Wait, I called that. Fuck
yeah, you exactly called it. Exactly that. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you called it.
That's fine.
And his roommate was in the tournament too, and is actually a good player as well. So
did he place?
I think he came second.
And what was it? Like split prize pool or winner takes all?
No, so the idea was he was going to play for his own money. So he was playing, so he didn't have. Yeah, he was going to play, so he didn't have to pay anyone.
Oh God!
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was funded by an online casino, which Mitch Jones is like doing something now with online casinos on his stream. The tourney was an hour late because they need to find new people. C-Dank forgot to respec and train his spells, and that's why it was a further hour late. It was like,
oh my So he just stalled for like half an hour.
He stalled. So he like would run, like he stalled because they were trying to find people. They found the person. They were all waiting, and then Seedank forgot to respec and train his spells, and then he did that,
And go
left,
to RFK for trash farm.
and then forgot that he had to get his PvP trinket, so he had to go back. So that's why it was like over an hour late.
Where did they host it? Just out the front of Stormwind?
Wetlands. And the reason why they held it in wetlands is like they didn't care where they were going to hold it because no one was going to fuck with them because there was like literally 10 people.
How many people watching Seedank? Surely a couple hundred still, or not?
Yeah, I want to say maybe 200.
Yeah, but that's Seedank's normal audience.
Peak? Yeah, I was going to say, did the stream peak at all?
Well,
about 200. About 200.
That's so grim.
The actual final fight was actually pretty good. It was really good. The guy who because there was one guy who fucking no-lifed this fucking tournament.
Was it the rogue?
It was a rogue, yes.
Yeah, I watched the cunt fucking do it.
Oh, really?
I found him.
He
because there was one alliance guild that was like somewhat active. I joined it, and the rogue was in it. That was like he was in Noma like every night for like weeks. Yeah. So he like no-lifed it, and he ended up winning it. So he won $1,000, and then like Seedank was just like, message this guy. He'll send you the money.
Has he got the $1,000? Has he got his $1,000?
Yeah, like the guy. I mean, he played the guy who was going to pay him. Obviously, I didn't chase up whether he got the money or not, but I think it's safe to assume that he did.
Correct.
So later on, after that, Mitch Jones wrote a tweet, and I'm going to read it. And this kind of gives the reasoning of why he kind of.
Can you link it?
Yeah.
When was it?
Yeah, I can link it. But I can read it out.
When was the tournament? Was it May 1st?
When was it? It was the 28th of April. So whenever that was. Was it last Friday?
Oh, so it was actually below an average stream for him. I'll look up more data because I just did 7 days because I figured it was in the last 7 days. Let me go.
Let me get this tweet up.
Oh, by one viewer or something.
But I'll read the tweet. And it's kind of explain. It's a little bit sad, but I mean, I have to read it because it gives gives context of why he didn't rock up. The levels of depression I keep unlocking are really fucking up with my view of reality. Something is deeply wrong with me recently. Been doing fast diets to try and heal my mind, but I'm very lonely and lost. And the feeling of losing my entire identity is very strange. I really hope I can be myself again soon. Just that I would update on why I don't upload or stream anymore. I don't know, man. Not in the control of my own mind is one of the most shitty feelings. So I think I did message him as well and basically said, look, man, I have to know what kind of went on because something like this was before he tweeted that, by the way. I messaged him and said, hey, man, what's going on? Like, it's what the tournament was supposed to be to what it came about is not great.
The fact that someone else had to bankroll it is insane.
He just said he doesn't. It didn't have the support. Like the tournament didn't have the support. And he said Zayu and everyone were doing their own thing. And he said his mental's just been terrible. So that's the reason why.
Because they knew that it would be. Like, here's the thing: you can blame other people for not showing up, but if you don't show up to your own tournament, that's why. Like, you can't expect them to drop shit when you won't even drop shit.
I don't know. I don't know what he's going through. I'm not going to shit on him for that. I don't know.
I am, because this is
I know you. I know you will. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not.
Mitchjones cycle.
Okay.
He literally does it to himself, and then he fucking blames everyone else. Accountability for mental health by fasting sounds insane. Go to a fucking psychiatrist and get your shit right. If that's where you're actually at, that you fucking are struggling this hard because the other two PvP bros didn't bother to show up. Like, I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna agree.
That's such a sad state of affairs.
I'm gonna agree with the first like 10 words Darkgale said. To be fair, you can't.
So just so you know, the first words he said was, "Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna shit on him."
Yeah, well, okay, but before that, where he was saying that like. You can't expect Zayu and shit to show up when fucking Mitch, like, put zero effort and backed out of his own event. Like, how are you meant to get like the big streamers organized if you can't even do it yourself?
I agree with. I just don't want to shit on him if like he's going through like.
No, of course, that's what I'm saying. But it's like you can't complain that like, oh, I couldn't get the big guys to come host my event when like you delayed it 3 times and then you didn't even show up yourself. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he could have ran the tournament without any streamers and it been very successful.
Bro, he would have got a couple thousand views.
If he just streamed. If he streamed every day, hyping it up, doing groups with people when they were like trying to get certain... if he entered it himself, right, and was like trying to get gear for it or whatever, trying to get BIS for level 30... I feel like, and he streamed every day, hyping it up. 100%, I think it could have been, and that's with no streamers competing. I think it would have been very successful.
Here's the thing: I think streamers would have competed. One, if the timing was better. The timing just and it's not even his fault. It just ended up being awful because of the DDoS and stuff. Really threw most things out for most people. That really slowed down a lot of prog, unless you're the one guy that was in Nome every night, I guess. But
there was like legit. There was one person who took it like insanely serious.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I'm not surprised by that because
I guess maybe his housemate actually did. Because his housemate is actually he generally enjoys WoW, from what I gather, and is actually good at the game.
True.
The one who owns the
so there are 2 people.
Casino.
Oh, he owns it, or he's just like an affiliate of it.
C-Dank said he owns the casino. So I don't know unless maybe C-Dank misspoke, but he said, C-Dank said that he owns it.
Oh,
or he runs it, whatever that means.
Value. Yeah. CEO of casino, bro. I mean, you know, look,
Darkgale joined.
Mitch's roommate to step up and bankroll the event that Mitch refused to do anything for. The going back and deleting the tweet is something that specifically really aids to me. I
don't know. I will say I don't know when he deleted. I don't know if it was like immediately after or it was like, after the tournament. I checked after the tournament, so I don't know if it was.
Yeah, but going to the effort of doing. Look, if something came up, you're in a bad place, you're checked into a mental institute, or whatever you're doing to handle that. Like if you're doing blackjack and hookers to handle it, whatever you're busy doing to handle that. If you're actually in that sort of bad place and you're actually doing something about it, your last thought is, oh yeah, I better go back and delete the tweet. It might get taken the wrong way. Like, you don't think about doing that shit. As someone that's actually been, down some dark holes and actually, and like maybe a PR guy called him or something, or maybe a PR person did it for him. Like, there is options here for this getting sorted without it being Mitch Jones actually deleting the tweet. But I can't imagine myself going through the time to do that. Like, the idea of taking the time to open up Twitter to fucking delete a tweet is insane. Like, I would have just turned off Twitter if I was getting pinged about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do have to say, though, he fucking posted an update about the event like 3 days after it was like originally slated. But like the organization was like not good.
Yeah.
So it was
just horrible. It's horrible. I think it was hastily like announced as well. Like he even like put like Peekaboo and Zayu in one of the graphics for it.
Yeah.
It didn't even confirm if they were going to be in it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's good. I don't know. I like that though.
I know they've done some content together, but like, does Mitch actually know him like that to be like, yeah, they're my boys. They're gonna fucking come and back my event 1,000%.
Zayu, but maybe not.
Does he? I feel like Zayu just
does they're very good. They're very good friends.
Kind of weird on Zayu's part if they're very good friends to not do your friend's event. I mean, I can't
like,
say that
I mean, Zayu's got to like. It's got to be. I don't know. It's not. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure if there was heaps of other streamers doing it, so you definitely would have done it.
Yeah. But it's one of those. It's a side effect of them. They did. If he actually promoted the event properly, Zayu would have showed up. It would have just been free content. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.